What's going on YouTube? Motor up out here working in the garage, doing a little bit of work on a MS 291 chainsaw. Um, Customer complained that the clutch was not engaging like it should. Took it apart, and it seems to be okay. I really don't see anything to. Looked at the housing here, and it seemed to be okay too. So I ordered a part from Stens. Where I always want to call it Steins, but Sten, aftermarket part. I usually use that, especially for the homeowner. They don't use it a whole lot. This is what this guy is. He's got several chainsaws I work on. He's got some property. Moved to a new place, so he doesn't use chainsaws as much. So anybody doesn't know that when you're replacing the clutch, is that it's a reverse thread. It means you gotta go the opposite direction. And the reason why it's that way is when the engine's running. If it was the typical way is lefty loosey, righty tighty, that this clutch would probably cut undone. So put it on here. I use a little block here for the piston, and some people like to use rope. I use rope, and actually one time I had one shear off inside the cylinder. So there's actually a kit you can get to hold that, and then actually it comes with different things you can take once you take apart the engine, take the piston stuff out. So I've heard pretty good luck with the aftermarket stuff. A lot of the people that their stuff I work on is your typical homeowner. So tighten this up. These clutches, typically they don't go bad, so it just kind of surprises me a little bit. And you have your oiler. There's a little arm, which is behind that clutch there, that it catches onto this right here and lubricates your chain. Let's take this back off again. Let's just make sure that's in the right spot. Putting this. Really? Alright, let's back it up again. That's tightened, but let's see here. I'll let this loosen. That then will come back off. Anyways, let's make sure we line this back up. Okay, your oiler's down here. There is a little arm that hangs down here. Like this guy see this, like right there. And what that do is it lubricates the bar chain, and there's like a little notch here. You gotta make sure you line that up. So let's see here. I like to put it down with an area that I know it's going to be at. And like I said, these are reverse thread. Let's see. Okay, see where the arm's at. So we're going to line this up. There we go. It's lined up. There's a bearing. You want to make sure you get the bearing in there. And come on. There we go. Bearings in there. Okay, we're good. There's like a little clip here that you put. There's like a little washer that goes on top of the housing, the bell housing. I don't know if you call it bell housing or not. Goes on top of that. So that went on too close. So you might have to replace that. I'll get a replacement for it. So basically, I'll have another video here. Once I get the chain there, the bar chain on and everything like that, we'll go from there and then we'll see how it goes. Got some more snow blowers in today. This one they bought 3 years ago, still hasn't used it. We're here in Ohio, and you can tell this thing's never been used. So we're here in Ohio, and we have not got any amount of snow yet. I know down in North Carolina, they've gotten like 15, 20 inches already, which is unheard of for that state. So kind of waiting up here in Ohio to see what we're going to get. Typically, we have snow removal equipment. And in that state, like North Carolina, they don't buy a whole lot of snow removal stuff. So it's kind of interesting that a lot of times they contract out of state companies and stuff like that to remove snow. But anyways, it's going to be kind of curious what kind of winter we're going to have. Ohio, it's hit or miss. I know it's been 3 or 4 years since we've had any kind of decent snow. So we'll see how it goes. But anyways, that's all I got tonight. Working on a couple of chainsaws, and I'll talk to you later. See you.